Whether you love them or hate them, birds are majestic creatures who own the skies and can go almost anywhere they please. This goes double for birds of prey like falcons, eagles, hawks, and owls. So in Eagle Island, a game that's centered around falconry where your best bud is an attack owl, you know I had to be there to check it out. So let's see if Eagle Island flies high with its falconry, or if this new strange mechanic takes a tumble out of the nest. What is happening? Mattmade here with my review of Eagle Island on Steam. Eagle Island was developed by Pixelnix, a small indie game studio that cooked up this crazy idea and got it backed on Kickstarter. You play as Quill, a young falconer with two owls, Koji and Ichiro. While journeying to Eagle Island, Amamura, a large eagle that lives on the island, attacks you and your owls. Amamura steals away Ichiro and destroys your boat. Upon washing ashore, you meet another person who washed up on the island due to Amamura's attack. He gives you a falconry glove and instructs you to go protect the 3 sacred birds located throughout the island. Now, you and Koji must track down the creature, fighting various beasts in order to rescue your friend. As this is a roguelike, you'll be spending your hard-earned coin opening chests to get runestones that will make things easier. There are a ton of these runestones, and as you play through the game, more become unlocked. Ability runestones range from Koji coming back faster, Quill being able to wall jump, yes, you need a runestone for that, more health, and keeping your combo counter longer. As I've said, there are a ton of them, and there are some that are more helpful than others, depending on your playstyle. However, some, like the combo extender runestone, are universally helpful since you can do things like either take more hits or have more health drops. When you defeat enemies, you get 2 types of currency, gold coins and steel coins. Enemies drop tons of gold coins, and if you survive throughout the level, you keep those coins going to the next one, which is pretty handy and gives you a little boost when you go to the next stage. These coins are used to open chests to get runestones, so beat down enemies often and make sure to steal their wallets. The steel coins are more valuable and you get fewer of them from enemies. These are also used to buy runestones, however they're used to buy runestones from checkpoints as well as mana rocks or health. These runestones are usually super helpful, like getting a health upgrade for more health or having Koji summon lightning when in his lightning form. These can be must-haves and you'll need to get them all at the checkpoint since the bird carrying those runestones leaves once you exit the room and you'll have to track down another checkpoint to have him return. The runestones you acquire will break after a time of being used, forcing you to keep in mind how long you've had the runestone and how quickly it breaks down. This makes it so you have to try different approaches to levels or have to pick something that you don't usually run and hope you get your preferred runestone later down the road, which is highly unlikely just given the sheer number of runestones that can pop up. Since Koji is your weapon, you have to think before you just chuck him at things, as he does take time to recover and come back to you. Plus, you kind of feel sorry for the little guy. You're just yeeting him at monsters and through walls. This made me feel terrible for the first hour or so of the game. Koji can defeat most enemies in one hit, however you really need to be aware of his range and the monsters, as whiffing a throw can lead to you taking a hit, which ain't a good look as you only have 3 HP when playing on normal mode. As I've stated, Quill starts each stage with 3 HP. If you get hit, you need a combo of 4 in order to have an enemy drop a health pickup. Conversely, you can use the steel coins you pick up from fallen enemies and buy health when you get to an eagle statue, which is just this game's checkpoint system. This makes the game pretty rough, because if your aim isn't on point, you'll either get whittled down or always have 1 or 2 health. These factors make the game especially harsh for those who aren't very adept at platformers or are new to the genre, as dying will send you back to the beginning of the level and you have to make the long slog back. On top of which, the levels are randomly generated, so you can't memorize the path to the boss or back to where you were. This was crushing at times, as I would either get to the boss or close to the boss and die, forcing me not only to track back, but not know when I'm going to get back to it. Luckily, for those who aren't very adept or have disabilities, you're able to set various accessibility features as well as change the difficulty. These are some very appreciated additions, and more games need something like this. As you gain abilities, actual permanent ones, you can do more things like electrify Koji and throw him through multiple enemies, racking up your combo pretty quickly, as well as dispatching enemies with ease. These abilities are necessary and cost mana rock, blue gems that you either get from chests or by getting a combo of 2 or higher. Noticing a theme here? Everything in this game requires and expects you to hit enemies in quick succession. Eagle Island has a bright, vibrant, and very diverse ecosystem. You'll find yourself scaling icy mountains, wading through dense bogs, and swimming in seaside waters. The topography is massive and diverse for it being just a single island. Everything is off the beaten path since the layout changes every time you enter a stage, so it stays fresh. You'll want to explore and find all of the secrets the game has to offer. Even more interesting is the fact that you can't get certain areas until you progress through the story and get other abilities, making the stages highly replayable and a must if you want to make sure you didn't leave anything behind. Not only the world, but the creatures look fantastic as well. All of the creatures in the game move smoothly and animate very well. Vine monsters, who totally aren't piranha plants, bat creatures, killer flowers, all of them move differently and make the world feel wild and untamed. Throwing Koji feels great, and watching him spiral through the air on his way to take out a mushroom is fantastic. It really makes me wish I could stick my iguana verde on things, but instead, she just does what she wants and lays around lazily. The soundtrack of the game is pretty good as well. It's peaceful for the most part. While exploring, it's slow and blends into the background well, making you feel calm and serene. But once you step into a level or hit a locked door, it kicks into gear and goes, yo, better be on your toes if you want to get rocked and have to start over. The music is vastly different and it fits the area or region of the island you're in pretty well. Eagle Island is a great game that appeals both to hardcore platform lovers and those looking for a leisurely game. It has a ton of accessibility options, so you never feel left out or like you can't play the game. Add in the fact that it's heavily supported and options are added constantly, there's little reason for you not to be able to enjoy this game. While it is hard as hell, you can tweak the settings and tweak things to fit your liking. This is an adventure that you definitely don't want to miss. But what do you think about Eagle Island? Does it look interesting? Do you like the falconry? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button and striking that subscribe button. This is Mattmade, and I will see you in the next video.